welcome to this video. So for this video, I thought I would start doing something new, which is a kind of weekly kind of vlog series going forward, and maybe you guys would enjoy that. We've had some nice weather this past week, so I've started going back on my walks again, and just kind of showing you guys what I sort of do on my days off, because I've found these walks, and I usually do them when the weather's nice, but just this kind of past year has been sort of a little kind of upheaval of I've started the new evil day job, and we lost my little sister back in July of 2021, and so it's sort of been kind of finding my footing, and for the most part I would say that the grief has gotten easier. It's always sort of there in the back of your mind, a little kind of hum, but it's not sort of as sharp anymore. But I did remember how much I enjoyed going on my walks and stuff, and so I started pretty much again this past week when the weather was lovely, and I realized afterwards how good I felt. After each day I'd come back and I would feel lighter, and it's just I don't just mentally better, more more peaceful, sort of in my own head, which I'm a very sort of anxious person. I in my 20s I suffered from panic attacks, and not even in my 20s, from the time that I was 11, I suffered from panic attacks, and then in my 20s they got worse because something happens to women in their 20s. I don't know, their mental health kind of just takes a nosedive, and it seems to be a really common thing for women in their 20s. I don't know why, but so now I've started doing these walks again, and they just make me feel so good. And I told myself that I'll do it on the days that the weather is nice, and however it's gonna be 36 degrees today, and I told myself that if it was higher than 30 I was staying home, because I'm a homebody for the most part. But as I was this morning, I'm the idea of not going out, it's making me not necessarily anxious, but kind of disappointed, and I want that feeling to come again. I want that feeling of when I go out and I'm listening to some nice kind of relaxing music, and I'm just out, and then I come home and just I can't explain it except to just say I feel good. So the idea of not having that today kind of left me feeling disappointed. So, and there's also this bookstore that I discovered that I have been really looking forward to going to all week, and today was the day that I was going to go, but it's 36 degrees, but yeah, I think I'm going to go anyway, and it's going to be just a short walk, and that's the power of books, y'all. So I'm going to go and just sort of take you along and sort of show you guys what I do sort of on my days off. I finally finished Blood Vows Book 4, Will's Story, The Choice. So I've been giving that a little breathing room for a couple of days, so that I can come back and edit it with fresh eyes. I'm going to start editing it this weekend. So it'll be a nice break, and then I'm going to sort of get back into it to hopefully release it to you guys, hopefully in October. I hate putting dates on things because inevitably they always get changed because life. But yeah, so that's going to be the plan for this weekend, when I'm also back in my evil day job. So yeah, I'm going to head out now and head out into the bookstore and hopefully pick up some books. And so I'll see you guys later. I just got back from my walk, and I'm totally glad that I went. Because I feel like I can't even like explain really like how I feel. It's sort of like I hear people talk about like they get after like they exercise or like the runner's high or whatever, but it's just I just feel like good, just good, just good in like the best sense of like that word. So it was so nice. Like it was warm, but there was like a little bit of a breeze every once in a while that like helped make it like not like unbearable. And I had my nice cold water with me so that I would stay hydrated, and that like really helped a lot. And it was nice to just sort of like walk around my old neighborhood, because the bookstore that I had actually forgotten about and recently found again was in an old neighborhood that I used to live in. And I'd completely forgotten that that was there, because there was a chain bookstore there, a Chapters Indigo, but that's not there anymore. It's been replaced by a Shoppers. But anyway, so I thought that I completely forgot about the other like little smaller bookstore that was like a little farther down. So I went and picked up some stuff. I'm not sure if I'm able to do this holding my phone, but here we go. I got a magazine, a book magazine called Bookmarks, which I'd never heard about, but it it has like books and stuff, so like find hopefully some new reads in there. I picked up, and I'm gonna do like I'm just showing off sort of what I got and not really do like an in-depth thing, because I'll go into these books more when I do like the book haul for them. But I found this, which just sort of looks really interesting. It's showing up backwards here. I'm sorry, but I don't know how to do the flip thing on my phone, because if I do the flip thing, or like the mirror thing, because if I do the flip thing, then it'll not be showing me, it'll be filming like what's in front of me. So this one is Good Wives, Image and Reality in the Lives of Women in Northern New England, 1650 to 1750. So it's all about the history of like women's wives, like women's lives in that time. So looking forward to that. And I picked up Isabel Allende's A Long Petal of the Sea. And Old Love Good Girls by Gail Godwin. The Girl in the Red Coat by Kate Hamer. I think it's Hamer because there's only one M. And no, that was it. That was it. And I also picked up this adorable little thing. Let me see if I can show you that. Look how cute that is. And I don't know why, but I always thought that like plants were like really like expensive. But it wasn't. It was like $4. $4 for this tiny little thing. And I'm going to try, because I've been, like, while I'm on my walks and, like, feeling all zen and everything, I've been thinking about, you know, like, more nature and, like, that kind of stuff, and being tempted to want to get a plant. So, let's see how I do with this little baby. I do not have a green thumb. My sister, God rest her soul, was the one with the green thumb in our family. So hopefully I don't kill this little baby. But I thought it would just be nice to have it like in my little apartment. So that's going to be it for today's video. And yeah, so I have a day off tomorrow, so we'll go on another walk tomorrow and see what we find then. All right, talk to you later. Well, it's been one day, and it looks like my little baby Vinka, or however you pronounce it, I call her baby Vinka, is still alive. And so we can call that progress. And if I look over here, it looks like new little baby ones are coming. So very happy about that. And then there's this little baby one here. So very happy. I haven't killed it yet. And that's a really, really good thing. So thank you everybody on the inter-Google webs for helping me figure out what this was called and how to not kill it. So let's hope that she stays alive. So I just got back from my walk, and it was a little warmer than yesterday, but again, there was like a little bit of like a nice breeze, so it made it okay, but it's still like hella hot, and I took longer than I intended to because I came upon a Salvation Army Goodwill. So of course I had to go in. Thrift store, if you're unfamiliar, and I picked up a couple of things, which the books I will go into more detail when I do the book haul for them, but just quickly showing you, picked up a couple of movies and a couple of books. First is Bride Wars, which I had always wanted to see, but never got a chance to, never really, it sort of escaped me. I have to figure out where I'm going to put these. The next one is Sabrina, the Audrey Hepburn version with Humphrey Bogart and William Holden. Which my favorite movie of Audrey Hepburn's thus far has to be Roman Holiday. Breakfast at Tiffany's did not work for me. Her character was too much the over-the-top manic pixie, it just didn't feel genuine to me. It was such a, like an affected performance. I did not like that movie. But Roman Holiday I adored. So next is I got the season 4 of Modern Family. And another movie that I always meant to see, and that was Radio, with Cuba Gooding Jr. and Ed Harris. Now on to the books that I picked up. This definitely caught my eye, looked really, really interesting. It's The Feminist Papers, From Atoms to Dubois. I know how to pronounce this name, but it's fallen out of my head. De Beauvoir, Simone de Beauvoir. Like, you know who I'm talking about, and I know how to pronounce it, but I'm having a brain fart right now. And it's essays on feminism, and that looks so, so interesting. When was it published? I must see. I didn't check that. Ooh, 1973. So I'm really looking forward to this. Next we have Anne of Green Gables by Lucy Maud Montgomery. And I remember watching a little bit of the films over the years and enjoying them. And I always meant to get and read the book, but I must have like picked it up and like put it down a couple of times over the years, but I mean to read like the whole thing. Next, we got a romance novel with a scandalous cover. Holly Hart's Dangerous Angel. Saucy. Look at that cover. She'd be naked. That's, we got, our clinch covers and, our sexy covers, but, yeah. And the last one is The Shadow of the Wind by Carlos Ruiz Zafón. And hang on a second. Shadow of the Wind, excuse me. And it's an insert cover. A little bit. Let me see if I can do this with my phone. That's on the inside. And so I'll be going into more detail with those when I do my book haul for them. So that's going to be it for this little bit right here. I'm going to go and take a very cold shower, and then I'm going to record my video for my Escravizaura 1977 versus 2004, where we are going to compare the original and the remake of the worldwide phenomenon that was this Brazilian telenovela. So, see you in that one, and I'll talk to you later. Bye! So this is day 3 of my 3 days off that I usually have now, because my schedule is now I work 4 days and I have 3 days off. And so I thought that on my days off, when I go and do my walks that I've started, that I would vlog and it's kind of share little bits of that with you guys. So yesterday was fun. We went to the bookstore, and the heat wasn't too bad. It's another warm one today, but I'm hoping that it's about 9 a.m. right now, and I'm hoping that I get out sort of early enough to beat the more ferocious heat that it's supposedly only going up to 32 or so today, and that's Celsius, because we're here in Toronto. But tomorrow, where we go back to Evil Day Job, it's going to be 36, which is just gross. I'm so looking forward to fall. I mean, it's towards the end of August. Can we just have fall start early, please? I would appreciate that very, very much. So going out on our walk today, and I finished up a new Wounded Love video for my Turkish drama fans. So that should be up soon. I will be working on a video today where I'm versing a telenovela that was remade, and it's Escravizaura, which was first broadcast in 1976, and I finally got to see the original. Now granted, it was a 20th anniversary condensed version of the original, but it pretty much told the important parts of the story, and I'm going to compare it to the 2004 remake that was made, which was the first one that I saw. So I have some thoughts on that, and that video should be up by the time you get this vlog. So if you're my heritage is Portuguese, and the telenovelas were in Portuguese Brazilian. So I love my telenovelas. I really, really do. If I could, I would hoard them like books, and they're kind of like books in that they're a long story, but they have a definite, and they're not like the US soap operas where they go for 50 or some odd years. They go for at least, I think the longest I saw was 200 episodes. But yeah, so I'll be doing comparing those two, and hopefully you guys will enjoy that video. Oh, and I found a place that actually sells telenovelas online, like in like DVD sets, because the Escravizaura 1976 set that I got was like an actual like DVD set that I found like at the library, which totally like surprised me. And I found a place online that actually sells telenovelas, and ones I'm very interested in buying from there, because there are some that I remember loving, and I definitely want to have for myself, including two that actually were doing reactions for. I was doing for Udono do Mundo, but I had to stop because I couldn't find like all the episodes. And but this place has the DVDs on sale of the whole series, and also Bria de Lugel, which I had to stop just because I had too many reaction shows that I was doing. So yeah, if you're new to my channel, I'm doing reactions for Outlander, a Turkish drama called Hershey's Chocolate Kisses. Not the name of the show. I cannot pronounce the name of the show because I'm an ignorant Canadian girl. Lost. What did I say? I said Turkish drama, Supernatural, Outlander, Lost. And once a month I like to do a reaction for a movie. So make sure you're subscribed here for that. So yeah, we're starting off the vlog here for today, and I'll pop in later. Bye! Well, baby Vinka's still alive, which makes me happy. I haven't killed her yet. And there's new ones coming in too, which makes me very happy in there. And then there's that little one down there, which is like Jon Snow in the Battle of the Bastards when he's getting like trampled by all the other like men, and you're kind of like, he's gonna get suffocated down there, and how is he gonna get out of there? But I have faith in you. I have faith in you, Jon Snow. I know you'll break free somehow. So yeah, very happy. Baby Vinka's still alive. So yeah, very happy about that.